brilliant. Okay, so today we're going to be fitting a Facebow, and just to show you how simple it is. The telly's been on. I'll start that again. So today we're going to be. I'm not going to pull my trousers on. It's a really bad thing. Not very good. Great, so today we're looking at fitting the Facebow, the DNR Slidematic Facebow, just so that we can demonstrate how straightforward it is. Now, this is pretty much straight out the packet. I've used DNRs before, but not this particular one, so if there is anything that does go wrong, you'll be able to see it, hopefully get corrected in real time. So our patient Emma is one of our esteemed staff members. She's exhibited signs of temporary mandibular dysfunction, TMD, which is usually attributed to stressful events, whether that's just because she's been working with us, I don't know. But there's usually a history of TMD. So the first thing we're going to do is, with the bite gauge that I'll show you a close-up of, it's got a reference point. We're just going to mark a reference point on Emma's face, just so that we can use that to position the biplane later on. So I'll just get to the left side for me. Against the lateral incisor, you just got a little point there and a tiny little dot just by the side of the nose. So always warn the patient that it is a tiny little dot. They don't want big marks of felt tip pen going all over them. The next thing is with a bite registration material. Get the nozzle on freshly so it doesn't set in between visits. And I'm just going to put a generous amount of the bite reg material on the bite fork. It doesn't take too long to set this, so I'm going to work fairly quickly. Super. And there's a little notch on the top of the bite fork, which I'm going to get straight down the midline of Emma's face. I'm just going to place that up there, like so. So we're not looking at getting between the incisors, just in case there's a shift of the midline. It's straight down the midline of the patient's face. I'm just going to leave that there for a bit. I'm not pushing too hard because I don't want to push through the bite registration material onto the bite fork itself. I want there to be a nice amount of registration material just in case there's any mobility of the teeth. I'm just waiting for that bite reg to set. Shouldn't take too long. Still a little bit rubbery. There is a bit of shift of the midline, isn't there? And there we go. So that'll come off nice and easily. I'm just going to trim any deep bits because I just want the cusp tips in that bite reg material, not the full buccal surfaces or anything like that. Should have got a scalp to this. Good stuff. So now I need to brief the patient because holding this in place for a while can get quite tiring on the arms. So I'm just going to reposition it and then just give them some instructions. So I'm just going to pop this back in. And if I can get you to bring your thumbs up just about where my fingers are, please. Lovely. And then clench your fists to keep the mouth on. That's perfect. Thank you very much. And that's pretty much all the briefing you need. Next we go to the Facebow and apply the jig. Tuck your arms into your shoulders there, into your chest, because otherwise I get tired. So we go to the Facebow, and to attach the jig. Come on. And then with the Facebow jig towards me, there are two universal joints on that. One of them has a 1 on, one of them has a 2, and that's how you adjust them. So if there's any medical students watching, the 1 goes first, it's a bit of an up and downy one, and the 2's a bit wiggly, and that goes second. So I'm going to put the loosen off the lock so it'll slide. Just check everything slides nice and easily, and this reference point has a bit of resistance to it. So slide the universal joint down there until it engages in your patient's ears, and then just pull forward a bit so you're on the anterior part of the external auditory meatus. Lovely, the world will go quiet. And then where your reference point is by the side of the nose, on the A-lar of the nose, just tighten up that one. Now I'm just going to get, what I want to do next is make sure that the Facebow is level with the interpupillary line. That didn't hurt at all. And that's what that's there for. And now I'll do universal joint number 2. And as I tighten, I'm just checking again, making sure we're nice and, you went bullseye then, making sure we're nice and level with the IP line still. Perfect. Until that's fully tightened, both sides. Great. Just a quick check to make sure that you're between 110 and 120. So otherwise you might need to go for a fully adjustable articulator, but this is fine for a semi-adjustable. Just going to take that out of your ears, and if you release your grip, please. Perfect. Thanks very much. So all we need to do now is take this bit off, and that's the bit that goes to the lab. Thank you very much. Super.